Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, it's Lisa. So glad you could join me. I'm going to be doing the weekly reading for September 27th to October 3rd. And I'll be doing it for Earth signs today, which is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So I'll be picking out a few angel cards to begin with, things that we can kind of meditate on, think on, manifest on, and then I'll be pulling a full tarot spread, and I'll tell you what the cards are telling me for the week ahead. Okay, so this is starting September 27th until October 3rd. Thanks for joining me. If you could hit the subscribe button below and hit the notifications button, I would greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment. I always return messages, or always will respond to the comments as well, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Okay, so welcome. I'm glad to have you here this afternoon, and I hope you enjoy the reading. I've already shuffled them. I've tried to start this twice. This is the third time, and I've had difficulty. So let's see if we can get through this one here. It'll be interesting to see if the same cards come up as well. So I'll start with 4 angel cards, and then I'll get into using the tarot cards, the angel card and fairy. These are the angel fairy decks, which I really like, and I'll also be using the Light Seer Tarot, which I really enjoy as well. Here's the cover, the box. It's by Chris Ann. If you haven't seen these cards, they're for me, very, very intuitive. I get wonderful hits off them, wonderful messages, and I love to share them with everybody because they're positive. So the very first card we get is the Journey card. I'm going to put the camera down so you can see the cards as I put them down on the table, okay? So the Journey card says, time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So I don't know if you were planning on going anywhere, planning on going away, but this is a card that's definitely telling you that it's a good time to take a journey. It's a good time to even take a little mini vacation. I think we're all feeling that coronavirus fatigue that they talk about. And I think it's a really good time to kind of be able to forget about it, even if we're just going to a nearby state. Obviously, still maintain your precautions and follow state instructions. But this is a good time to take a journey and to really feel like you're slowing life down, which is what I'm getting from this. This fairy is right up with the hare. It kind of reminds me of the tortoise and the hare story. So really slowing life down a little bit. So, because right now everybody's on such fast pace to get everything done and such fast pace to make sure they accomplish everything. And this hare is in the picture to take a deep breath, slow it down, enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. Go with someone that you enjoy being with, or even by yourself, just so you have some time to yourself that's away from the hustle and bustle of everything you're used to in the work week. So that's a really nice message. The second is life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds us to shine our light and to reveal anything in the shadows. So we often have both a shadow side and a light side, and we're often called upon in this lifetime, our lessons may be to work on our shadow side. For example, there's a light side and a shadow side to everything. So the light side of somebody that's very emotional or shares their feelings is the fact that they use their third chakra and they get their feelings out and they tell people how they feel. If it gets to be too much, however, and if it's overwhelming to the people that are listening, then that's when you need to work on the shadow side of it, because maybe you're sharing your emotions so much you're going into victim mode, and people aren't listening to you as much because you're going into victim mode. So that victim mode that you're in is the shadow work that you need to focus on and work on. Okay, so this is saying that next week, though, is going to be a really positive life energy week. It's going to be a week where lots of positive things come in, and I'm sure we're going to see that in the cards once we actually start pulling them out. I'm sure we'll notice that the cards are really positive for the week, because this card kind of leads the way and tells us that the life energy is very positive. I mean, she's standing in front of the sun, beautiful aura around her, purples and pinks, healing energies, and just standing and grounded in Mother Earth and Gaia, and getting the energy from the earth to help fulfill whatever she's working on for the week. It's a lovely card. The third card of the Angel Fairy cards is abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have in fairyland and human land, and there's enough abundance for everyone. Lovely card. You can see the angel is she's got the gold crown on, so the abundance in money, abundance in health, abundance in relationships, abundance in love. It can be abundance in anything that you're wanting to manifest or bring in. It's a lovely card, and I'm sure we're going to see through the rest of the tarot reading how this ties in. So manifesting this week before we get to Sunday, which starts this week, would probably bring in all this abundance, but it's coming. So that's a wonderful card to have. And the final card I'm pulling is Tree Wisdom, which says this tree fairy will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So maybe there are some hidden things. You notice that this card, see the difference in the colors between these cards? So the light, it's not necessarily light and dark. I don't want to say that, but if you look at this card, you're seeing the light and the sunshine and the lively energy. And the Tree Wisdom it's definitely more grounded energy. It's a more, I want to say serene energy, or a more thoughtful energy. So thoughtful and you thinking is what I mean by thoughtful. Okay, so a heavier energy. So during the course of the week, you may experience both the light energy and the heavier energy, but this is telling you that you just need to call on your angels, and they will help guide you out of that if you feel you're getting into that trap. I know that Mars is still in Aries. Whenever Mars is in Aries, it's a sign of, it can be a sign of people feeling frustrated or anxious or angry, resentment, guilt, things like that. Mars is comfortable in Aries, and that's what it brings in every 18 months. And it's here with us till November 13th. So it could be that you're feeling a little bit of that. And if you are, just ask your angels and your fairies to help you realize everything else that's come up, the abundance, the life energy, the journey. Beautiful cards. So let me lay out these cards. I'll shuffle them again from the Light Seers deck. And let's see what we get for Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Virgo and Taurus. Let's see what we get. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. The week of September 27th to October 3rd. And like I said, I tried to start this video 2 other times. These 2 cards came out, so I'll leave them out. And didn't have any success, so I shuffled these plenty. Let's give them a look here. So I've got the Moon, the Hermit, the 3 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 8 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So no wonder the life energy card came up and the abundance card came up because these cards are lovely. You start at the beginning of the week with the Moon card. And the Moon is sometimes about hidden things that you're not aware of. It could be hidden insecurities. It could be somebody actually physically hiding something from you, or somebody emotionally hiding something from you, keeping it to themselves. Sometimes this is that shadow side I was talking about, things that we need to work on. It's a lovely card as far as picture goes. There's both a white and dark, it looks like a coyote howling at the moon, and the fairy is underwater, which is all emotions, heavy emotions during the moon. We're coming up on a full moon shortly next week, and so maybe the emotions of the moon are really going to affect you. This is definitely a full moon glowing in this picture. So the beginning of the week, you might find that you're very emotional, and your emotions are right on the surface. The second, some of the other cards that I'm getting, the feeling I'm getting from the reading overall is the Hermit card that's come up in the 3 of Pentacles. Again, working on things, nurturing things. The 3 of Pentacles is a card of hard work, the beginning of hard work. You can see they're all laboring, they're all working on something here. And I'm really drawn to the girl on the floor who's got the ball of yarn, and she's doing the yeoman's side of the yeoman's worth of the hard work here in this picture. So the Three of Pentacles is starting you on your Pentacles journey. It's starting you on your journey for abundance. Obviously, when you get to the 9 and the 10, you're definitely at your abundance, and we pulled the card for that. So it'll be interesting when I'm looking at these other cards to see what comes up here for abundance-wise. The next card is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, sixes can be deception. In this deck, the crows are always, the swords that are usually in the Rider-Waite deck or in many other decks are depicted as swords. So you can see the 6 crows. She's definitely on rough water. You're definitely hitting a bit of a rough patch midweek is what I would say. And this could be, it could be a fight. It could be a disagreement. It could be someone that's just really bothering you, or you're bothering them. It could be something that you can work out. But the Six of Swords is often shown as, you see just the back of the woman, and you see the man that's pushing the boat out to sea. Travel, distance. So again, you had a journey card right at the beginning, and so maybe this is the journey, but this is telling you to make sure you're really prepared, or you could hit some bumpy waters. Okay, so she looks like she's in a boat there's some pretty big waves around here, and the sky doesn't look that happy at this point. So it's an emotional card. It's a card about facing your truths. But it is a card about journey. So if you are planning on taking a trip, just make sure that you have all your ducks lined up in a row. Okay, that's what I would say about that. The Nine of Wands is the next card, and she's really almost at the end. She's almost at the pinnacle of the Ten of Wands. She's almost completing her journey. And remember, we did get the Three of Pentacles, which is working on their journey as well. So the Nine of Wands, she's very secure and standing there. She's standing behind the gates. She's not ready to go yet. She's waiting to get to that 10. She's still working hard. She's collecting everything she needs to collect, and then she will be on her way. But she's got her eyes closed, if you can see. She's not worried about anything. She's standing in her power. You can see it's almost nighttime coming in with a few stars in the sky. And it's calm around here. You don't see the wind blowing. You don't see anything that worries her. She's just calmly sitting and waiting, knowing that she's built and she's worked hard all week. And she's just waiting to get to the end, to the fruition, to see what comes through. Okay? So this is a card of hard work and being almost to the point where you're really happy that you've worked so hard all week. Almost Friday would be a really good way to name this card. It's almost Friday. The Five of Wands. Now you got the Nine of Wands, but the Five of Wands could be something that happens in the interim. Okay, the Five of Wands is often depicted as 5 men kind of going at each other with wands, looking like they're fighting. In this card, the wands never touch anyone. Okay, and it's often can represent competition in a career, competition in a workplace. You can see they're all trying to climb up to get this golden flame at the top, and they're all reaching for it. They're all trying to get up to that point. And these wands are the steadying or the balance, and it could also mean working together. Maybe together they've created this grid and they're all trying to get to this end point. Again, at the end of the week, the fruition, what you're trying to get to. So you can look at it either way. If you find some discourse in the workplace, just know that this card came up and it will pass, because eventually you're standing by yourself and you know that the 10 is almost here. You know the end of the week is almost here, and everything is aligned, and you're just happy to be standing there enjoying it. So if this is competition, just know that sometimes 5s can be a card of disillusion or illusions. So maybe you're not seeing things clearly. Maybe you need to take a step back from something, take a breath, see if you really need to reassess the situation before you go on. Or maybe this is competition. Maybe this is a friendly competition between a bunch of you at work. Either way, you're all trying to reach for the same goal. So you can help each other along the way, or you can be in competition. And that's really up to you. The universe always believes whatever is supposed to happen is going to happen, or whoever comes to you for a reason. There's always a reason, right? So if you're in competition, you may not be able to see the person that's reaching out their hand to help you. Okay? So pay attention to whether you're in competition or that you're working with other people to reach this goal next week. The Three of Cups is like a sisterhood. It's a celebration. You can see the Big Dipper or the Little Dipper, it depends, in the sky. But the Three of Celebration, this doesn't have to be women. It can be men or women. But cups are all about emotions. So this is happiness. Look at all the beautiful blues and purples, including their dresses, which are a little bit purple in this card. So it's a card of healing, right? It's a card of the life energy that we talked about, of the healing journey, of knowing the light. We're coming to the end of the week, and the light is showing after all your hard work, after everything you've put into this week. You're finally getting to the point where you're going to be able to celebrate, right? The Three of Cups is a cup of emotions and feeling good about where you are. You've gotten past the hard part. You've gotten past the competition, right, of the Wands. You've gotten past the Pentacles and the Swords, the journey. You've gotten past all these cards, and now you're working towards the abundance. And these colors are a lot the same. They're very similar. Do you see? So the abundance in the Three of Cups could be working hand in hand. The Eight of Cups, I have a signifier card as well, which I want to talk about. But the Eight of Cups is a really nice card. It's a card of emotions, but you notice she's walking away and leaving the last of the cup in the water. The emotions of the water, the cups always represent emotions, and the water is very calm around her, which is what emotions represent in the cups. And she's leaving the last one behind her, right? And she's walking away, and she's walking towards this beautiful glowing, either a sunrise or a sunset, but she's no longer in need of trying to fulfill that. She's no longer in a way that she needs to worry about where she's going, because the next card would be the Nine of Cups, which is the satiated card. It's the card that you've got everything in front of you that you could possibly need, and that's what she's heading towards. It's a beautiful card. This could also just literally mean part of your travels, part of where you're going, the journey that you're going on. And the Six of Swords, the journey that you're going on. Maybe this card is just showing you the way and is saying, this is the direction you want to go to. Maybe you're going to a beach. Sometimes the cards can be literally just telling us a story, and maybe that's where you're heading. But I'm feeling she's walking away from any of the last emotions that are interrupting her peace, and she's heading towards the light and heading towards standing in her own power and feeling independent. So that's lovely. The final card of the signifier card is the Ten of Cups, which is gorgeous, especially after the Eight of Cups. You skipped right over to the Ten of Cups, which is the card of complete happiness. Look, it's a happy family. All the cups are there. The rainbow's there. They're sitting they're playing in the water. So it's a cup of emotion. It's a cup of joy. It's a cup of peace. And the Ten of Cups is the fruition. It's the card that you've been working towards reaching all week with all of this, the life energy, the wisdom, the moon, the Six of Swords, which kind of stood out as a difficult part of the week, the Wands with the competition, and then the Three of Cups starting the celebration, and the Eight of Cups, and then finally getting to the fruition, the Ten of Cups, which is gorgeous. So I would say this is probably over the following weekend, heading towards October 2nd and 3rd, but it's lovely. You've completed everything you wanted to complete during the week, and you're really enjoying the emotions from it. And this, I feel, the Ten of Cups, in this case, I feel is more about the love energy, and a family energy, or a relationship energy, which is truly abundant. Okay, going again with this abundance card that we started with at the beginning of the deck. And so it could be fruition at your job, that you're happy the way things ended, but I also feel like this is a relationship or a family kind of dynamic where you're really enjoying the time that you've worked so hard to reach. All of it is paying off with this card. And so it's going to be a lovely week for you. The only bump in the road I see is the Six of Swords. And even then, it just means that you're taking a journey and to watch out. If you're going somewhere where there's luggage involved, maybe your luggage got lost or misplaced, and you have to wait 5 or 10 minutes to find it, or that kind of a bump in the road. It's not a big deal. But the rest of the cards around it, are so beautiful. The moon, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the wisdom, the abundance, the Three of Pentacles, and finally the Ten of Cups. They're all such beautiful cards that I think it's going to be a gorgeous week for Earth signs next week. So enjoy your week, enjoy your time. And if you've enjoyed the reading, please, like I said, click subscribe, give it a thumbs up. And if you hit the notification button, I do come on during the week live. And I do mediumship readings. So those who come on live and get notified, you'll be able to talk to your loved ones who have crossed over. I bring messages through. So I hope you'll join me for that. And Earth signs, I hope you really enjoy your week ahead. It looks wonderful. So take care and have a good week.